Good afternoon, guys. I am back today with another video. Today I will be doing day 11 of the 21-day yoga program. I hope you guys are able to get your yoga or your stretch in today, and you guys enjoy this video. Gonna go ahead and get started.
Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, both feet go down. Knees to the floor. Squeeze the elbows, lower down your chest. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chin down to the floor. Come back to the knees. Come back to downward facing dog. I'm going to be modifying the first rounds. So then you can choose what variation suits your body for today's practice. We engage in this more active breath, taking about 5 seconds to inhale, 5 seconds to exhale. You're looking between your knees or between your thighs or towards your navel. The idea is to lengthen the back of your neck. Look forward, bend the knees. Take a big step to the front. Inhale halfway. Exhale, melt your chest down to your legs. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, Tadasana. A few more rounds. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, both feet go back into plank first. Knees to the floor. Chest all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down. Come back into your knees and go into downward facing dog. At the beginning of the practice, you may want to bend one knee and stay there to feel the stretch on the opposite leg. And eventually finding the stillness, sending your sit bones up to the sky, even if you need to bend the knees. So there's a tutorial in our channel about modifying downward facing dog, so you can check it out, see which modification suits you better. Looking between the hands, bend the knee, big step to the front, inhale halfway, exhale, melt over your legs. Inhale, very active hands, exhale, Tadasana, third round, inhale, arms up, exhale, down. Inhale, halfway, exhale, go to plank. Knees to the floor, squeeze the elbows in. This is the first modification for Chaturanga. Come back to the knees and then downward facing dog. You want to stay in downward facing dog for about 5 breaths. If your heels don't make it to the floor, that's fine. The intention is that your heels are going down, pressing strongly against the floor. While you send your sit bones up to the sky, rolling your shoulders out, shining your biceps to the front of your mat. One more breath. Bend the knee. One long step to the front, lengthening the spine, melting down your legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, melting down. Open your chest. Exhale, go into plank. This time another modification is stay into plank, bend the elbows. You can go all the way down to the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. You can roll over your toes, going to tabletop, going to your knees and coming into downward facing dog. We're doing a few modifications. As I said, practice all the modifications. See which one feels better for you and your body. Every day, our body is different, so you have options. And since you are practicing at your house, you have the freedom to see how your body feels and to choose the modification that works for you. Bend the knee, big step to the front, inhale to lift, exhale, melt down. Inhale, arms up the sky, exhale, down. Last round, inhale, arms up, Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, both feet go to plank. Remember, bend the elbows, keep the elbows in. And as you were at the table, go all the way down to the floor. This develops your upper body strength. Go onto your knees and then back into downward facing dog. The idea of downward facing dog, as you can see it in the tutorial that we already uploaded in the channel, is to have your sit bones up to the sky. So nice stretch for your posterior body. So if you need to bend the knees to have your sit bones up to the sky, that's completely fine. 2 more breaths. Roll between your hands. Take a big long step, lengthening the spine. Exhale, melting down. Inhale, arms up, and exhale. Tadasana. Surya Namaskara being with some modifications. So bend the knees, sit up, arms up. They can be together or shoulder width apart. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, go back into plank. You can do the modification that we did before, or we can do the whole chaturanga. Halfway, roll over your toes, upward facing dog, and roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Your left foot go 45 degrees, your right foot come forward. This is Virabhadrasana 1. Your hands can be together, or they can be shoulder width apart. One breath only. Come down into your chaturanga or your modification. Open your chest to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot, 45 degrees. Left foot forward, hands up. Sending your pelvis, your hips forward, hands up. And planting your hands down to the floor. Any modification you want to use for your transition. And rolling back into downward facing dog. And in this downward facing dog, we stay for 5 breaths. 5 seconds to inhale. 5 seconds to exhale. Having your hands flat on the floor, pressing the floor away from you. Bending, lower between your hands, lengthening your spine with the inhalation. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low. Exhale, Tadasana. 2 more rounds. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, both feet go back. Remember, you have the option. Knees just to the floor. Opening to baby cobra. Rolling into the knees and going back into downward facing dog. One modification for warrior 1 is to keep your back heel off the floor so you come into high lunge. This is one modification in case that your knee doesn't feel comfortable in warrior 1. Inhale to open the chest and go into the knees. Same modification, so you keep your right heel off the floor. You come into high lunge. Exhale down. You can bring the knees to chest. Open. Remember, it's your practice. You listen to your body and you choose wisely what modifications work for you. Yoga is not a workout, it's a work-in. In the sense that we need to listen to our body. The results of the work-in eventually will show in the physical body. Yeah, that is true. But what is most important is to listen to our inner voice. Bending. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bending. Sit low into Utkatasana, Tadasana. Last round. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, melt with your legs. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, both feet go back. Your modification, how you want the transition, is up to you. You can keep the heel off the floor, bring your right foot up, high lunge or warrior one. So we actually have a tutorial on how to do warrior one and how to modify in the channel as well. So if you want more information about warrior one, please check out the other videos and you will have more details on these modifications. Last breath. So we're here for 5 breaths. One more. Bend the knees, look to the front, long step, lengthen the spine. Bend the knees, sit down, and Tadasana. As I said before, today we're going to put all the standing poses that we've been practicing during the week to create a flow. So we're going to do all the poses in one leg and then we will change to the other leg. So let's start. As usual, we start in Tadasana. So we're going to place all our weight on the right foot. We're going to bring the left foot in and we're going to start in tree pose. This is the first pose that we learn. Remember, you can place your foot in any place of your leg except your knee. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Try to find a focal point in front of you to help you with the concentration and the balance. So once you're here, inhale, bring your knee closer to your chest and then keep the balance. We're going to the second pose, high lunge. Your arms up to the sky. And we breathe. Remember, every time we inhale, something happens. Every time we exhale, something else happens in the body. So in this case, every time we inhale, we grow, we lengthen. Every time we exhale, we go deeper into the front knee. From here, we're going to extend the leg. We're going to shorten the stand a little bit. Hands behind your back. You can grab your opposite elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale all the way down. Barswattanasana or pyramid pose. The idea with this pose is to stretch the back of your legs. So keep pressing the floor equally with both feet. So try to distribute the weight in the front toes and the back heel. Inhale, come halfway. Remember, if you have a block, you can place it outside of your foot, or you can place your hand, or you can grab your ankle. Lengthen the spine and twist, open your chest up to the sky. Keep sending your right hip back, your left hip forward. So we level the lumbar spine and we twist with the thoracic spine. One more breath. I'm gonna inhale all the way up, and this time you can either continue with your foot 45 degrees, or if you're taking care of your knee, you can lift the heel off the floor for modification for warrior one. So it's your option to either be in warrior one or high lunge. Your hands can be touching, or they can be slightly shoulder width apart. So warrior one. We're practicing these poses with the closed hips, which means that the hips are facing the short edge of the mat. So we keep pressing the right hip back, left hip forward. Now we're going to interlock the fingers, open the chest, and exhale, bring the shoulder inside the knee for humble warrior. Remember, all this week we've been practicing 2 new poses every day. Today we're putting together all these poses in a flow. One more breath. Inhale to come up, and we're going to come into warrior 2. So maybe you need to take a longer stand. So you have warrior 2 on your right leg. Make sure that you can see your first and your second toe inside of your knee. So you push your knee out and you move your hips to be aligned, this time with the long side of your mat. This is what we call open hip positions. One more breath. You're gonna flip the palm, go forward so you come deeper into the front knee, and we're gonna reverse the warrior. Just stretch the side body, the side torso, gazing up your head. Ujjayi breath. 5 seconds to inhale. 5 seconds to exhale. Inhale, place the forearm on your thigh and bring your left arm so you can rotate to place your left hand above your ear. You can gaze at your head, you can gaze to the front, you can gaze down. But keep a long straight line in your neck for side angle pose. So look down, we're going to extend the leg, we're going to take a variation of triangle pose because this is a long stand so we can continue stretching the inner thigh. Again, you can place your hand on your ankle or your shin, whatever is available for you, but use the leverage to open your chest. One more breath. We're going to inhale. You can bend your knees, so this is going to help you to come back to Tadasana. So we did all the poses in one leg, but we have 2 legs, so we have to do it on the other side. So this time we're going to place the weight on the left leg, and we're going to start with tree pose. So find a focal point in front of you. The idea here is that you're sending your right knee back while you keep opening your left hip. So you have space in the front of your body. This helps you to strengthen the muscles around your ankles and your knees. So bring the knee to the chest. So you are actually using your abdominal muscles here. Keep the balance. And coming into high lunge. Remember, high lunge is a modification for warrior 1 that is coming. So we are preparing the body for the next pose. Here you want to have a strong, active back leg. And you want to continue coming into the front knee. Make sure that your knee is aligned on top of your ankle so we don't go over the ankle. One more breath. Inhale, extend the knee. You can bring your back foot a little closer. Make room for your hips because your hips are aligned with the short edge of the mat. You can grab opposite elbows. Inhale to lengthen, and the center of your chest is coming over the center of your leg. The idea is to keep the back and the front of your torso in the same length. So we are not hunting the back or the front of the chest. Keep sending this time the right hip forward, the left hip back, so your sacrum is level. Inhale halfway, and your right hand is going to go outside of your left foot, or you can grab your ankle or your shin, but use this hand as leverage because we're going to be twisting from the thoracic spine. So you can place it whatever feels comfortable for you, and we twist. Gazing up. And you want to create a space between your ribs and your hips. Because a lot of times what happens is the hip come in, you want to send it back, create a space, and we twist from the top part of your spine. We're going to inhale to come up. We're going to set the feet for warrior 1, so you can have 45-degree angle in your back foot. Move your pelvis forward, hands together, gaze up. Warrior 1, or you can choose to modify with high lunge. You can gaze at your hands, or you can gaze forward, depending on what is happening in your neck. One more breath. We're going to interlock the fingers behind your back, open your chest, and this time bring your left shoulder inside of your left knee. Bring this forward, but the back leg strong and it's pressing against the floor. With every inhalation, you want to go closer to the floor. With every exhalation, you want to move your hands above your head. One more breath. We're going to inhale, come up, and we're going to find warrior two on the other leg. So you bend the left knee, open your hips. So your torso is seated on top of your hips. Remember, your left hand is pulling you forward and the right hand is pulling you back. So your torso is in the center and you gaze over your left fingers. We're going to reverse the palm, go to the front and come all the way up, keeping the same alignment in your legs. To reverse your warrior. This is a nice stretch for the side of your torso. We're going to bend the elbow, place the elbow on the thigh. This is to help you to actually leverage and lift your torso so you create a space. And then you bring your right arm on top of your ear. Gaze at your right fingers. And continue breathing. We're going to come up, extend the front knee. You can shorten a little bit the sling if you want. Keep opening your hips. Extend the arms, go forward, and come over your left leg. The idea is you keep your shoulder aligned with your hip, going down to your foot. So this is a nice way to stretch again the side of your torso, which is stretching the side of your spine, creating a space for your vertebrae. One last breath. We're going to inhale to come up and exhale. We go back to Tadasana. So from Tadasana, we're going to take a vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hip joint. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, go all the way back and lower your body. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog, and from here we walk to the front of the mat, and we are seated again in the Namaste, which is our starting point for the seated poses. So we're going to do Janu Shishasana. So we're going to start bending the right knee. So lock the knee and then allow the knee to drop to the side. You're going to plant the sole of your foot against the thigh. Make sure that we tend to bring the hip back when we move the knee back. So move your hip forward so both hips are level. You're going to come and grab your shin or your ankle or your foot, whatever is more available for you. You also, hopefully you have a cushion with you, so you can sit on a cushion, especially if we are rounding the spine or we're working with tightness in the posterior body. So wherever you are, either seated on the floor or a bolster or a block, keep your spine straight, grab what is available for you. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, come forward. The idea here is to bring your shin to pass the line of the knee. So you want to keep moving your torso forward so your shins continue, your chin start moving forward on top of your knee instead of thinking on the forehead down, because we will round the spine. So move your chin forward with every inhalation, and with every exhalation, try to continue moving from your hip joint. Inhale to come up, and we're going to do the other leg. So bring the left knee in, plant the left sole against the thigh, move the hip at the left hip forward in case it moves back. Again, grab what is available for you on your right leg. Inhale to lengthen, exhale and start moving forward. This is a forward fold. So the energy of the forward fold is forward. So every time you inhale, you're lengthening the spine. Every time you exhale, you want to go a little deeper into the fold. So again, the energy is not going down because that will bring the energy to round the spine. And we want to have a long and healthy spine here. So 2 more breaths. Inhale to come up. And we're going to come to pigeon pose, which is a very nice stretch for the hips. So you're going to come into your knees, bring your right knee forward. You may want to keep your right foot flexed and extend the left knee, the left leg. So make sure that your left leg is straight and aligned. You can stay here so you can plant your hands, open your chest, that's enough. If for whatever reason you feel any discomfort on your front knee, use the cushion or the block and place it underneath your glute. You can stay here for 5 breaths, or you can intensify the stretch by moving your hands forward, maybe resting your forehead on the mat. And allow your hips to sink lower and lower. 2 more breaths. It's a very, very nice stretch for the front of the left hip and the back of the right hip. To come out of the pose, move your hands towards you, remove any prop that you maybe place underneath, and we're going to move to the other leg. So bend the left knee. We're going to send the right leg back. Again, the right leg is straight, so make sure that it's straight behind you. You want to bend the knee. The closer the foot to your body, the less intense the stretch. But try not to jump your foot forward. Just have it flex. Again, option to stay here. Option to support your glute. Just in case you have knee issues, you can stay up or you can start melting down. Remember, this is a beginner course, so I'm offering you different modifications. So listen to your body and choose the modifications that work for you. One more breath. Inhale, bring your hands to help you to come out of the